guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to share with you my foundation routine. I've uploaded the monthly makeup basket last week and a lot of people were wondering about how I use the product, so that's what they asked me mostly in my Spanish video. So I wanted to show you different ways that I've been using different products from this makeup basket. So today I'm going to share the foundation routine. This is what I've been doing for a while now, and that says a lot in my opinion, because since I did my weekly makeup basket, I tend to change my foundation from week to week, but since I started using this one, I cannot put it down. I think it's amazing and I love the finish. I love how long it lasts in my skin, and if you have dry or normal skin or even a little bit combo skin, this will work amazing. This is the L'Oreal Visible Lift Repair Absolute. This is the Pro-Retinol A Hyaluronic Acid Plus Pro-Lastol. This has anti-aging benefits that I really enjoy, and honestly I love how it looks in my skin. It gives me more of a natural kind of finish, and it's because the way that I apply the product, I think, because I used to use it with a foundation brush and I didn't like it because I thought it looked cakey, but since I've been using this new method of applying this foundation, I've been enjoying it non-stop. So if you like this look that I have today, it's a lilac kind of look. I'm gonna upload it this week as well in a how to makeup step by step, and this is with Mary Kay eyeshadows, which a lot of you wanted more tutorials with Mary Kay eyeshadows, so I decided why not use this eyeshadows and just share a step by step makeup tutorial with you guys. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching, and I will leave you with the tutorial. So I just applied my, well, not just, about 10 minutes ago I washed my face. I applied my serums and then my moisturizer, and once 10 minutes passed or that I don't feel like my skin is kind of, I don't know, wet or tacky or anything like that, like the products are really in my skin already, then I start my makeup routine. And I will start today by using a primer, a face primer. This is the Mary Kay Foundation Primer SPF 15. I love this primer, but I don't think this is what it makes a difference as far as the foundation and the concealer that I'm using. I think this is a nice touch, and I do need a primer before I apply that foundation in order to last longer. But I've noticed that with any primer that I have in my collection, even the baby skin, it lasts pretty much the same amount of time. This is very comparable to the baby skin one. This is a lot more expensive than the baby skin one, and I think that this one is kind of thicker and it doesn't really last that much, because with the baby skin you only need a tiny amount and you can really, you know, use it all over your face. With this one you do need to apply a little bit of more product. So this is how the consistency looks like. It is kind of a gel. Well, it is a gel, or it looks like Vaseline honestly, but I'm gonna apply it all over my face. I'm gonna start you know, in parts, because this dries pretty quickly, and I'm gonna probably need more product than this for my whole face. So now I've taken a little bit more and I'm just gonna apply it all over the side of my face. As I mentioned before, I feel like this doesn't really, I don't know, it's different from the baby skin one. I feel like I need a lot more product to have that very soft and silky feeling all over my face. So to me, it's actually the key here is to apply a primer. The foundation that I'm gonna be using, it's really good, but I feel like I need a smooth canvas to apply the foundation. Otherwise, it's, you know, it's the foundation itself, it's gonna hide my pores, but it's not really going to make that smooth surface like the primers do. So I need a primer in order for my foundation to look natural and more flawless. So before I start with the foundation, I've mentioned in my monthly makeup basket that I've been using this foundation, which is the L'Oreal Visible Lift Repair Absolute. This is a cream foundation. It has hyaluronic acid, Pro-Lastol, and retinol A. This is supposed to be an anti-aging kind of foundation, and I love it. I actually started using it because even though it doesn't show on camera, it's my same color right now and it matches my body. So I wanted to find a color, that's why I started using it. But then since I started using it, I can't put it down. I love it. I honestly think I'm gonna finish it. I'm kind of going through the size and trying to find how much product I have left. This is amazing if you have dry skin, normal skin, or a little bit combination skin and you want a more luminous kind of finish and maybe more a dewy kind of finish. That's what I've been like it, because my skin, it's been really dry lately and it looks dead. So I need something that it brings some life into my skin, and for that I've been using my beauty blender. You can apply it with whatever you want. It actually has a sponge on the other side of the foundation. I used it once and it's not bad, but I like my beauty blender. As you can see, it has a stain right there, but I've been washing my beauty blender every morning or every night. Since you don't need a beauty blender dry, sometimes I do it in the morning before I apply my foundation while I'm doing my skincare or something like that. But I believe that makes a difference by how it applies, because if I have it with foundation from the day before, it looks different. I think like I can see some old makeup and I feel like it crumbles sometimes, the foundation. If I use it with a clean beauty blender, it's the same and I haven't noticed anything. But if I want a flawless kind of foundation look, very luminous and very flawless, I need to wash my beauty blender. So just, if you don't know how I wash my beauty blender and my brushes, I'm gonna link that video down below, but basically it's pretty easy. Just watch the video if you want to know exactly how I do it, and that's how I've been doing it since then. I haven't changed a thing. So I'm gonna start to kind of stipple it, and as you can see, it stipples in a very even kind of way. It doesn't have some chunks of cream or anything like that. So that is when I have my beauty blender clean, and so the pores are all kind of open and that way applies evenly. So now I'm gonna apply it to this half of my face so we can see the difference and the finish. So for me, the tip that I can give you, I don't know, at least I do it with most of my foundations, but I feel like with this foundation, the tip is just reapplying as much as you need, but start with little product. That way I feel like it really absorbs into the skin and you don't see any cakiness. So it looks natural. It looks like my skin, but better. I can see all my freckles or dark spots that I have in this area. I can't see them, they're covered, but that is because I just do it little by little, and it makes it look more natural. I mean, you can't, in camera it may look different, but if you look at me right now in real life, it doesn't really look like I have any foundation. It's just like my skin, very luminous and healthy skin. So now, as you can see, I have this half of the face done and this one not. The only thing that I can say is this is not the kind of makeup that it's for, I don't know, stage makeup. I mean, and that's what I tried to do in my channel, try to do the makeup that you can wear on a daily kind of thing. I mean, even if you don't use your foundation every day, whenever you use your foundation, that it looks like skin, but it really covered whatever you want to cover, and it doesn't look like you're trying so very hard to, I don't know, put makeup on your face and hide whatever you want to hide. I think this is what I want to do or achieve with all the tutorials that I want to do in my channel, or all the routines that I want to do in my channel. So this is how I would go out. I mean, this is not for camera purposes, but it really even out my skin. I put it a little bit all over my lid, into my dark circles as well, so you can see how well it covers. If I didn't have too much to do, I wouldn't even apply concealer, but I've been loving a concealer, and that's what it kind of ties this whole look. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with that. But as you can see, I mean, it covered all my dark circles. I mean, it looks even my skin and very natural. Once I apply the concealer, it looks a little bit more flawless, and that's what I particularly like. So before I continue, I wipe my mouth because I tend to get all over foundation and I don't want to eat it. Now I'm gonna be using my concealer. The one that I've been loving lately is the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. I had this for a couple of years, but you need the tiniest amount of this product to apply and cover all your dark circles. It's kind of illuminating, but not too much. Just apply a little bit of this concealer in the back of my hand, and I'm gonna start to use this on one eye and then compare it to the other one. And if I need more product, I will add it, but I want to start little by little because it kind of dries and it's hard to move after it dries, even though it is very moisturizing. It's kind of a different consistency that I'm used to in concealers, but to me right now it's what I've been loving. I'm gonna take a little bit in brush. This is the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease brush, and I'm gonna apply it into my under eye area. So what I've been doing is just using this brush. I'm gonna buff it into the skin. If you want more full coverage, you can do it with your fingers, and that will give you even more coverage. I honestly been doing it with this and I love it. And honestly, I don't want any highlight effect in this area right now. I think that it's very pretty, like the triangle thing and stuff like that, if I'm more pale, but if I'm this dark, I feel like it looks so unnatural that I don't like. I mean, if you're darker than me and you like that effect, that's fine. I mean, we all like different things, but for me during the summertime, I rather have a skin tone concealer or corrector and not much lighter concealer to highlight that area, because usually during the summertime I tend to get more dry in that area and I don't want to highlight my dryness. So on this side I can see the difference. You probably can't tell in the camera. I wish you could, but I wish you can, but I don't know if it's gonna show. On this side it looks more plump, and I think it's just because of the buffing thing that I've been doing. I think it goes inside the skin and it plumps my fine lines. On this side I can see the fine lines. I mean, they're covered with the foundation, but I can still see my fine lines. So that's one of the things that I've been loving about using this concealer. It's not only covering all my darkness, but it's making my fine lines less noticeable, and it stays there all day if I buff it with this brush. So when I'm about to finish, what I do is just get it from this part of the brush and I'll just buff it in with less pressure, and that way nothing is gonna stay on top of the skin but actually in the skin, and it's gonna make it look naturally flawless, if you will. The camera cut me off and I know I look weird because I have my eyebrows on right now, and I'm gonna be doing a tutorial right after this, so I figure I'm gonna get them done even though I'm gonna look crazy on this foundation routine video. Anyways, the last step is taking my Hidden Agenda by Sonia Kashak. This is kind of destroyed because I dropped it. It was a big mess, but I love the powder that it's in here. I take it with the beauty blender, which is damp already, and I'm gonna apply it directly into that area and also into my lid area if I'm not gonna apply any other I don't know, bases, since it's a powder. But that way it kind of go into the skin and it doesn't sit on top of it, and it doesn't look cakey. It just looks like it's not that dewy. And I only do this when I want the concealer to last all day. If I'm gonna be out for just a few hours and I don't mind the, I don't know, shiny look or the luminous finish in my concealer, I wouldn't do it. But if I'm gonna have a long day, this is what I do to set the concealer and make it last all day while it's moisturizing the concealer underneath the powder. After I apply the powder directly, I'm gonna go into the other side, or either, you know, it doesn't matter which side of the beauty blender, and then I'm just gonna blend it. And that way I just kind of highlighter just a little bit, and then at the same time it covered pretty much everything, and it's not tacky or it's not wet or shiny looking, and it's gonna last me all day long. So this is how it looks day after. I'm gonna put somewhere the before and you can see the difference. This is only foundation, primer, and concealer, and just setting a little bit the concealer. I haven't applied any powder, so as you can see, it is luminous, but it's not shiny, and it doesn't look like I have oils coming out of my skin. I think it looks very natural, and this is what I've been enjoying as far as my foundation. So I'm gonna go and finish the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back to close this video. Well girls, that was it. I hope you enjoyed this foundation routine. Like I said before, it's weird that I've been using this foundation for so long, so I really wanted to share with you different techniques, and maybe you will learn something, or maybe you can use something that I share with you in this video. So remember to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed, so you can watch new videos Monday through Fridays, and stay tuned for this tutorial in this week. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Mwah.